like putting your opponent in block stun, even if they are in burnout, there is risk involved. Just like there's risk involved by opening up the space for a parry. Keyz gets sent back to the corner though by switching sides. Looks like a Brazilian competitor here. As long as you have a North American Ride account, you can enter tonight.
Yeah, make sure everybody keep that in mind for yourselves here, as that's going to be the parry. Runs up and can't quite find the connection there. Caitlyn's going to find the hit and keep it rolling.
Sticking to the corner. Going to be able to get this limit strike. Great routing here by Jolly. Just the run up. Brave push. And now we're going to be able to apply. Dude, these Caitlyn players with their rooting is just like, as she continues to be available, it's just getting so much more fun to watch. She has a lot of variation in what she can do, especially when you have access to assists, that it's very fun to watch the decisions and how we play the combo game.
As I definitely agree. And another fun thing decent to watch here is on the tech. We're going to be able to find the command throw because it's empowered. We're going to utilize the assist as well as the super to be able to confirm the kill there. Jolly gonna take round one in pretty dominant fashion. Got Unbreakable rolling. Caitlyn found a hit, and we really never looked back.
Yeah, as long as you have the space to get Caitlyn to set up, then she has a lot of strength. But once you get her locked down, once you're able to move forward without threat of assist behind her, it's a lot more difficult for Caitlyn to establish herself in the neutral.
Yeah, there are certain portions of the game that this Caitlyn is just really not built for us. Even there on the push block, tried to utilize that extra character to be able to make some space. It can't quite do it. It's just like you said, gets hit by that initial touch, and what else can you do at that point?
This is a very different game to what we saw in the previous round here. Keyz is just going in, dude. Where do you get the P?
Looking like it might be the case here. Good God, the S1 super takes through with the slam, and it is a perfect for the answer back. Around a piece now.
Oh, just raw S1 on the round start. 90 miles an hour right down the center. Oh. Nice
Dude.
meter chump.
Yeah, even taking the shot there. I was going to say, that was one thing we talked about a ton when Caitlyn first came out, was like, when are the Caitlyn's going to start intentionally shooting in the dirt to just try and get people swinging? Like, we're trying to bait out the parries. It's so sick.
Oh, didn't believe, or believed a little too hard in the anti-air, excuse me. Push to the corner here. Just going for the easy guarantee, maybe a little bit too far for the RS2 conversion for the slump. Great parry. Oh, the spacing! Oh. There are like two ways generally that Caitlyn can get effectively set up in neutral. And it really comes down to using that S2 button. If you get the cupcake out or you get the bolo going, then you feel a little bit more comfortable as a solo Caitlyn player. And Jolly's doing such a good job of just putting garbage on the screen.
Speaking of which, quick little use of the Gigantor Kai, went for the hop pass, and no, the legs get exposed. See, everybody thinks of that as Aegis. No, that's truly, that is the Gigantor Kai.
Yeah, definitely a little bit more akin to Gigantor than Aegis. Aegis has that little bounce attributed to it. Gigantor has, they're just like stuck in it, you know? And it's the looming, just slowly approaching.
Oh no, with the super assist here, we close the distance and find the overhead. Shockwave for the second time, but it gets caught.
First comes out. Running out of Fury here, gets the dash cancel, gets the low. I don't think this is going to be able to kill here. We have Fury plus Braum, but if we can get them low enough, there's only 15 seconds left on the clock. Oh, are we playing the chip game here? We just might be. Oh, what?
Yeah, I was going to say, not much to be said there, as we have an absolute street fight in the West Coast corner there. Ends up trying to tech forward, but that last swing of the tentacle saves the day. You even heard the horn. We buffered a command throw at one point during that scramble.
I saw it. I saw the arms come up. I was like, what is going on with these Braum players that makes them want to mash command throw so much? It is huge. It is a huge attack. But it's like, it's primal.
You also have to think about the power you feel when it lands. You're like, I'm the greatest. No one's ever, as soon as I hit a command throw with any character in this game, I'm like, no one's ever done it like me.
That was a neat tag launch confirmation there with the tentacle available. I didn't even see Caitlyn. She was hiding.
Delays and just full sends the board S2. So sick.
Oh, catches the low there. When I see my assist out and my opponent starts pressing against me and I'm blocking, I'm mashing assist. Especially if I have that cross up there. The second that you drop your block string, I'm just out.
Dude, Keyz got him in the infinite right now. Jolly has gotten caught by 2H 3 times in a row as we've utilized that rewind so effectively. At some point here, you've got, I know it sucks, but at some point, you got to just kind of try and block it out, try and utilize push block, do something a little more conventional on defense. We have gotten hit for mashing so many times in a row now.
The install pressure is not as strong now with Ekko, with the install lasting a lot. It's a lot shorter now, especially and also the potency eliminated from those wake up setups, those the Oki situations.
Yeah.
After they've eliminated the Kara super.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I've always said though that I think a lot of people kind of agree with though is Ekko's mix-up will never be bad unless that move right there, he'll always have mix-up. As long as lob is intact, like you're good to go. Like you will always have something.
There are gaps though in every setup, and it really just comes down to what am I gonna hold this, or am I gonna open myself up to something by taking a risk and making assuming they're gonna guess wrong.
Dude, I feel like of our last 10 hits, I think like 7 or 8 of them have been 2Hs. It's just been all anti-airs all the time from Keyz here.
Yeah, Jolly just really wants to get set up full screen, and without having access to assist, it's so much more difficult for them, especially when you have access to a full screen option like held down S2 by Illaoi and a fast character behind it. Because you have to cross your eyes a little bit with Caitlyn. You can't hit both.
Oh, but Braum maybe can hit both. Nice little distance close. I thought for sure we were going to look for the command throw, but, you know, Keyz was maybe thinking the same. We dash back, and it's a one-hit connection into the level 3. That felt like an execution error, but if it was a confirm, this is the best player I've ever seen.
Dude, y'all ever hit crouching forward into super on the delay cancel window?
I was gonna say that was some third strike.
How the neutral gets played. I had the absolute pleasure of running into Huhz when I showed up to the Chicago local just last weekend, and our set was a lot of fun. It was tense, but it was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, and I'm glad to see some people still sticking with the Warwick. This is a character that definitely, you know, he's been adjusted a little bit, so some people have moved a bit farther away from him, but I think he's a character that still can be mighty successful, as the tag timing from Huhz is genius to bait the parry there.
Yeah, Warwick is still good. He's just not front-loaded in how he plays, and this is definitely the kind of team that can really accentuate a lot of Warwick's strengths, because something that he's really good at is getting those knockdown confirmations with the OTG. Right when I say it.
Optimizing well after the tag. That was so sick to bring it back into the corner. Hell yeah.
Play. Just going right for the down forward heavy. Speaking of down forward heavies, as we said earlier.
Looking for the very aggressive 3H after that too. Command throw into 2HC. That's one of the crazy things, is the problem there for Huhz is Huhz went command throw 2H and was too fast. You have to delay a little bit is how safe you are in a situation like that.
Well, speaking of plus frames, a little bit too much. Huhz just goes for the straight up burst, actually trades with the super assist, and gets the mash level 3 off the sway forward.
Unfortunately, on trial, not going to go their way. Oh, Huhz looking very strong in the first game here. Like you said, I'm very impressed with the synergy we've had between the characters here. Being able to utilize the knockdowns that Illaoi is able to apply to pretty much guarantee these Warwick situations has been so sick so far.
Holding up back for their life there for a moment. Oh, trades. Back full screen. Great presence of mind. Just holding that down back on the tag out. Not matching with the shield out.
Oh, and the get up attack, unfortunately, is going to lead to a medium punish here. Is now in for our electrics. Going to delay it just a bit, as obviously you don't want to go too far. Braum still has a lot more to say.
Gets the blue mode activated. Double hit to break it with the down S2. Oh, but we get the tag punish here. Now Galladiated is sitting mighty comfy here. That was cheeky. Not a setup we see too often. Oh, but that's... Go actually has a space for the parry. Galladiated could have been safe if you just straight up blocked that. Great awareness by Huhz.
And it was the standing confirm as well, so you're able to go into that demon flip. Medium stuff, but not going to matter here. The throw connects, and we're able to reapply Unbreakable with the confirm. Extremely smart. And
a few methods to go about that. Going for the down S2 if you feel comfortable enough, but whenever I don't feel comfortable it's gonna kill, I just do super, dude.
Yeah,
agreed. Just get blue mode activated. Oh, put him in the ground.
That's one thing you have to remember too, is that I truly do believe while Illaoi is an extremely strong character, I think she gets fried by Unbreakable Braum. Jump S1 is her only multi-hitting move that really can be effective in the moment. So in spots like this, you kind of just have to hold it. It's jump S1 or die.
Able to get that set up, as well as making the block string fully gapless if they actually blocked. Just goes for the meaty stuff.
Oh, you know, just dash back or throw also maybe pretty good.
I want to see video footage of Illaoi dashing, dash dancing, whatever, but you put the basketball sneaker squeaks under it.
That's true. Yeah,
Every time I see Illaoi players playing neutral full screen, they're just dashing back and forth, dude.
Listen, we want to feel like we have finesse.
Speaking of
Nothing
finesse,
feels better than playing a brute force character and making it feel like you have finesse.
She has finesse, but she loses access to it when she is either full screen or just doesn't have an assist available.
That's true. As luckily having the double down there simplifies all kinds of ending confirms. Huhz absolutely in it at every stage of the game here, but Galladiated able to re-stabilize and take the victory here, at least in game one.
I think it's really coming down to simply getting these knockdowns and playing around Braum shield assist. Because Galladiated is just so practiced at getting the shield punishes.
Huhz was so correct there, but unfortunately was a touch too far away to actually get the opportunity that they earned. As unfortunately their parry on the denting blows, but Illaoi was a step too far outside the range.
And again, maximum wolf.
Cross up. Ooh, no, okay, instead get up attack, make some room.
You gotta keep these Warwick players honest, dude. They do maximum Warwick for that knockdown. Gotta guess, which way we going? Oh, with the side swap too, we get so much extra damage if we want the magnetic shockwave.
Instead, just gonna go for the Unbreakable and get the kill there with the Super Crater Maker. Saving the one bar, and you know, that extra bar for the Braum Unbreakable I think is a worthwhile endeavor.
We got a $1.69 donation direct contribution from Mika-chan Typhoon. Shout out.
Glad you got your PayPal sorted out, gamer. Appreciate you. Oh no, there's a throw though. You hate to see it.
Fury Burst though. This is gonna be scary. Gonna have to play that ground game against both these characters. Dash cancel, trying to bait the throw tech. Galladiated holds down back and just goes for the anti-air pickup. Down to their possible last life here and no access to break. Huhz, though, with 2 beefy characters, might be able to build one a little bit faster and a little bit easier than a lot of other characters.
S1 trades on wake up neutral tech S1. This is why I could never be a Vi player, because the level of like, you have to have like very little self-preservation in your heart. Your will to hurt them has to be so much more than your will to protect yourself. It is crazy how effective that is, dude.
You just gotta be so willing to outright kill your opponent, dude. Oh, what a parry there. Huhz making a play here. Huhz is just so really good at scouting out these parries. When I played him a few days ago, really good at parrying at every situation.
Pulls up away, calls that back assist, ends up getting the tag, and with the denting blows still running, it was hard to see behind the Braum. He was really his own Hellzone grenade there.
There's a lot of different ways to obscure the screen in a game like 2XKO, especially with how the screen acts. Oh, there was space there to get the throw. Gladiated.
Just barely alive though. Opportunity now is it's just gonna be the shockwave. Spaces is out perfectly. Huhz had the same thought as me. I thought for sure, especially considering the matchup, we were just gonna hold the dash macro, but
we really get to just think about this a lot. And everyone else has, you can think about it as much as you want, but it's sort of like we have a reason to think about it and a good excuse to do so. And that's something that I really enjoy about having access to seeing 2 powerful players of the game, Danny and Obelisk, coming in.
See, already a big start here. Bleed applied, damage really adding up, as it's not going to be enough to kill, and actually misses out, doesn't get the knockdown, so never even had the chance here. Obelisk, one more opportunity to run things down, as now, especially with the double down, is going to get the tag, and is going to show off what I was talking about before, some of the strength of Illaoi and Ahri being able to have those very unique double down interactions together. Casual 90% combo that ends in a limit strike. Leads up here though now, as we're gonna find the crouching medium, get that extra little extension, and not gonna be enough to kill, I don't believe. But you know, at this point when it comes to this team, I'm always a little worried about it. Anybody playing the purple stuff at this point in the game, I'm assuming you have 90% on every hit. And right there, the fireball attempt from Darius gets answered, and Illaoi dies straight afterwards. About as close as you possibly could get to a 2x KO without actually getting the voice line. Jesus Christ. That though. Apply that little rock bottom action. S1 super, and ends up finding the reset, the throw, instead of that downward spirit rush that we do sometimes see in that situation. Another jump over, ends up throwing that down as well. What is Obelisk is just...
We're going a little left and right here, dude, all the way across the screen.
What is this? Just walk forward, dude. Jesus Christ.
In a game where we have options that make us fly across the screen as fast as possible, seeing someone take the opportunity and time to slow down is always genuinely a little bit impressive. Goodbye, life bar.
Okay, takes a step back and utilizes the S2 again, just grinding things down with the chip here, leaving us into the 1v1 in the matchup that Ahri should be able to dominate.
Missed the throw there, a little bit too far. Oh, skedaddle, skedoodle, I now control neutral. Never mind.
And luckily, again, as we said before, being able to find that parry resets things a little bit, but not quite enough is unfortunately there. While Darius has an okay 2H, it is not quite as orbital as it needs to be in situations like that.
Dude, the 2Hs that hit just behind your head are like the best 2Hs in the game. Yasuo, Illaoi, Ahri. Teemo to a certain extent.
Illaoi 2H, I think a lot of people A lot of people slept for quite some time. It was more just being shielded by the Yasuo 2H that we didn't talk about this character 2H. And again, on the upward Spirit Rush, completely forces the break here. Looking for the air-to-air. I appreciate the idea from Danny.
We get the knockdown, we get the tag launch. Lead state applied too. Oh, just run up. No chip necessary when you're just giving them hands. Oh, didn't get the tag out in time.
2H Fireball delays it just a bit. And that time maybe was thinking about the last time our 2H whiffed, so was a little bit hesitant. Instead, Danny recognizing the situation from one Illaoi player to another. If you do one jab and you don't cancel it, I know what's coming. It's either the second jab or the throw, and I'm willing to gamble.
Blocking a single stand light against Illaoi is kind of scary, dude.
It's not the greatest feeling.
Oh, accidentally crossed themselves up with the tentacle. Oh, instant push block. That was almost disastrous.
Okay, tentacle spawn is able to interrupt it at least. That forward assist for anybody that needs a reminder of how good the vertical hitbox is.
Obelisk is like one of the only players I see that is so willing to let the opponent block their Spirit Rush.
It's true.
It's like, go ahead and block, buddy. You're gonna think that you want to punish and get duffed by Illaoi.
Ooh, a quick throw, but nothing to show for it here. Is gonna have to just rip the super.
Time though, time. Oh, that traded. You need to get a few hits in. Let's Illaoi do the work for you, and because you're Ahri, you get the easiest, freest pickup on those burst blocks.
So sick here. Obelisk continuing to impress, but the jump forward medium at round start, Danny, full commit ends up paying off.
Danny's air medium placement is kind of next level. Oh, makes it all the way through.
Oh. Apprehend not hitting there is huge. What a tech, but unfortunately it's still gonna lead us to a bit of a problem.
Seeing these players that actually know how to combo with the tentacles is always impressive. Oh, do it again. Loop it. Loop that shit,
Obelisk is in the conversation for one of the best players in the world at being able to utilize this Illaoi super, being able to time out a ton of these confirms. It's so ridiculous. So much of his damage completely relies on it.
Yeah, and last time I saw like Dragon, another player who really seemed to do a lot of the messing around, tinkering with Illaoi. It looked, I think they were playing Blitz instead.
That team is evil.
He spilled Fury here. Well, they're trying to trade assists here. Take their turns.
Dude, the apprehend to pull them back in, pops the Fury. The tentacle saves their combo, dude.
Oh my god. I know that wasn't on purpose, but man, it should have been. That would have been, if you just stood there, that would have been so much funnier.
What in the world was that, dude?
Just gets caught low. Tentacle super, it's right there. Hits it on the way down. Great presence of mind. Isn't going for parries against the held down S2 from full screen.
Yeah, instead, would rather just try and play it evasive here. Unfortunately, in the end, it does not end up going their way, as Illaoi's going to get the tech chase here, but no tentacles, so just back to mix.
Presses out. That stand medium goes quite far. Doesn't want to deal with happy birthdays. I don't blame him. Oh.
Dude, hell of an anti-air is now on that 2x assist. He's going to be able to close the distance a bit with the fireball.
Having Ahri on a team with double down is very good. Just having ready access to both spending held super 1 as well as access to DHC into it, it's just a free get out of jail card.
And Obelisk showing off one of the best pieces of counterplay you can have there. Even pre-nerf of the Darius stuff, being able to utilize that push block to be able to make sure that forward S2 doesn't actually connect those max distances. But here we go. An opportunity now for Danny.
Oh, gets chipped out. With the added bonus of Fury. Your life bar depletes so fast. That crouch leg was so brave.
You definitely could have converted that. Oh no, there's the Fury.
Despite having the parry, they don't get the full escape. 2-0 Obelisk. A name. No, they're just Shiftedfn. I'm not sure if I've run into them on rank before. I have run into SoulDemon before on ranked, and they kicked my ass.
You must be my deputy. Back me up, won't you?
I say, listen. I'm always excited to get to see Caitlyn no matter what. So definitely excited to get to potentially see the end on this one here.
Oh, we're getting some inside scoop here from one of our TOs, Yo, saying Shifted made it through Apology Boy to make it into the top 24. So you know there's got to be some pedigree in that. Apology Boy is definitely no slouch. Oh, we also have confirmation from Danny in chat. Thank you very much. Everyone helping us out. Make it this far with a character like Caitlyn takes a little bit of extra work. But definitely Caitlyn, Ahri, easily one of Caitlyn's best teams. Having that full screen presence is really strong.
I think definitely way up there for sure. I think both having really, really good supers to be able to transition through each other, as well as situations just like that, taking the shot, letting Ahri buy a little bit of time for herself, because while Ahri is extremely safe on a lot of stuff she does, some of her moves have a little bit of a weird consequence to them, right? Like being able to go for the spear rush and it popping you up. Caitlyn is so good at being able to kill the perfect amount of time to make it where Ahri can do whatever she wants afterwards, right? She's not stuck in that weird air situation.
Yeah, that's a perfect description about the flow of this team. I played a lot of Ahri Caitlyn when Caitlyn first came out, and there was a lot of different tricks, and I didn't even unlock it all because it was still very early amongst them.
My god, unfortunately lands on the snap trap, gets connected on by the medium here, leaving out the SoulDemon. The distance closed.
Caitlyn Ekko, not incredibly difficult, but if you can get set up, that's really where the power comes from, as we were talking about earlier. Ekko is incredibly fast, one of the best grounded speeds in the game. Oh, just goes for the raw forward S2. SoulDemon opened up by the 30 frame overhead.
I think one of the biggest downfalls of a lot of modern fighting game players is people are too reluctant to do the obvious thing because it's, I'm doing finger quotes, it's bad. Sometimes, even against a top player, if you just rip your 30+ frame overhead, they will just get clocked by it. In the worst case, even in the medium case, they block it and you still get to potentially cancel into something and maybe even get another layer.
Me when I justify wake up DP against my opponent's safe jump.
So listen, I gotta talk myself into these things, but you know, I'll make
sometimes you gotta keep them honest. That's how I justified it. It works like 20% of the time.
In that 20%, it works every time, dude.
Just keep going.
Oh, yeah, that was evil.
You were able to enter the corner and leave it and confirm with the super. That was next level Shifted. Oh. Getting a little cheeky with it. That looks like an auto time setup that would beat forward roll. Oh, what are you swinging for?
Yeah, trying to set the time winder across the screen. S1 super gonna pretty easily deal with that one, but unfortunately, at least unfortunately there for Shifted, had already committed to something in the air. The bolo as SoulDemon just buffers the dash and closes the distance.
Oh, what a parry. Great reaction to the super assist. I mean, SoulDemon's doing it back to Shifted. You see that down S2?
Yep.
That one's even slower than Caitlyn's. That's like the weak one, dude.
Dude, I was gonna say, let these players in top 24 winners of one of the consistently biggest, most competitive 2x KO tournaments in the world be your proof. Send that overhead sometimes. It'll be good. Your opponent in rank, they're not gonna block everything.
There's the archetype, especially of ranked player. There's the archetype of just animal, you know what I'm saying? Just people that just have no regard for their own safety. And like they can make it far in a ranked queue. They can get that MMR way up.
I'll say I didn't start playing this game to respect you. I started playing this game to be able to run my cool mix-ups. See there, the quick rewind. As the time winder opens and it connects, SoulDemon is able to get the advantage as one super into the potential tag. Opportunities coming up, spending a ton of bar in the process here.
Yeah, long combo too, so waste a little bit of that extra fury. Doesn't even matter. Able to fight through the extra fury defense bonus. Great routing by SoulDemon. Even just getting that the double super route, getting that down pat for Ekko lets you just have such a higher, so much higher of a reward for hitting your opponent. And Ekko is one of those characters who's just really good at spending gear. Ekko and Ahri both. And having access to, and both some of the best characters at limit striking.
Yeah, this is definitely a team where you can just break or fury whenever you want, because you know as long as you're getting to play the game a little bit, you will rebuild it. Like, this is like you said, one of the fastest teams in the game at being able to do it.
A little bit out of range for any sort of throw, despite not backing from SoulDemon. Time Warner escapes, not even close enough to get the confirmation off the Caitlyn assist.
All four characters were stacked
dude.
in a way where I couldn't tell what was happening. That was, I just randomized my layers on Photoshop on that one.
I mean, we got to see a lot of it at Four Kingdoms. SoulDemon got to just unload all of their trickiness, especially streaking against, I don't remember, was that the Northeast team?
I think it was. No, it was the West. It was the West. It was the West. It was the West, I think.
West Coast, okay.
After the jump over there, ends up whiffing on the opposite side, shifted in a bit of trouble now as SoulDemon seems to have adjusted to the playstyle here.
Round start back heavy from Caitlyn. That looks like you're trying to hit round start instant air dash. Shifted's got the brains on them to figure it out. I'm trying to go through the layers of my head. Push block punish, okay. Oh my god.
We were almost so ready, but the back assist takes the shot. She never misses, dude.
Oh, doesn't have the super available.
That was an extremely cute reset attempt there on the restand. That was some high-level Caitlyn stuff to know that the trap was going to restand there and guarantee you the opportunity for the overhead.
Just down to the Ahri. We see a lot of the, I don't want to say front load, but we see a lot of the work done by Ekko by SoulDemon, but that's purely because Ahri is just so good at enabling Ekko. But unfortunately, Shifted gets the open up and gets the kill here. Tie up on rounds here. Game number 2.
I like that too, just aiming straight down. Take your body shot where you can. Unless the headshot damage is necessary, just make sure it connects. That is one of the most volatile things about Caitlyn. You can miss. You always have to keep that in mind.
Great anti-air, especially that back heavy has a bigger hitbox as well. Good recognition of the spacing. You have to be pretty high to get that connection. Oh, how tricky are we going for it? We're going for the extra tricky. Everyone say thank you, SKD, in chat.
That was such slick damage there. That was off an air throw, I do believe, too. That was crazy damage.
I mean, it may be a little bit exaggerated. We got the combo on Ekko. The classic, now do it on Braum.
Yeah, I was going to say. Oh, same brain cell, but the one who hesitates unfortunately loses out there. It seems that late fireball missing out Because now, in these situations, SoulDemon so consistently, once it gets down to just Ahri, if she is the solo character, he is a dash macro enthusiast. Not really considering too many of the options there, is willing to just get very aggressive.
That tag out timing making it a little bit trickier if they tried to react parry. Caught reaching. SoulDemon bringing them to the corner. Limit Strike should be close to building, if not building the Fury Break. Oh, beats the super. The way Shifted moves with the Ahri is just so much different than every other Ahri player I see.
What a tech! That was a crazy tech! Most people are thinking about trying to block it out, but no! Instead, SoulDemon is so ready, and the Fury is just barely not on deck here, but still, the damage is gonna add up.
Gonna be able to kill here. Oh, down as 2. A little bit tricky with it. Probably gonna be able to get chip damage going. There's the kill with the Fury chip out sequence. SoulDemon moving on to our top 8 winners side. Not the last we're going to see of Shifted. They still have a second chance in the losers bracket. As well as be able to use it in combos to kill your opponent. There's a small drop there by SoulDemon in the end, but there's definitely a plan to try and kill by getting the hit.
They're leading us in now, though, into JakeyTheSnakey facing off against Erin. As we said before, Jakey, first I'm getting to see them rock the Ekko personally here, and not the best start you want to see. Gets taken to the skybox. First time I've ever seen the top of Super Crater Maker. Holy moly, dude.
That thing has a hitbox that extends beyond the little blue burst of it. Oh, great spacing by Jakey. Right outside the range of our held Vault Breaker tag out.
I love the optimization of Jinx combos of how many heavies can I possibly fit into this? How many times can I swing the hammer?
We get like 3 mix-ups off of that too. If you can make it that you can get your S2 charging before the Gatling actually starts hitting, you get like 3 mix-ups.
I like that big delay there. Fires the rocket, delay in the zap. Nice tech on the air throw here, and Ekko takes control.
Oh, get down, Mr. President. We blocked the Foxfire.
Oh, and knew that Ekko standing out there was too juicy of a target. Recognized that the fireball more than likely was going to be the choice here, and Jakey, one of the best in the business when it comes to going for those snipes with the supers.
It is a little bit of tough to deal with Vi on the likes of Jinx here. We're gonna kill off the Ekko. She can go right through projectiles pretty handily. But you do actually get to play neutral against Vi when you have one of your little guys active. We'll lock down, we go to the other side. Stay on the same! Oh my gosh, this is the open up. Are we gonna go for the limit strike here or just cash out on damage? Level 3. Erin, they didn't get the Crater Maker OTG. 15 seconds. You have to make something happen. Oh, we didn't build no level 3 here.
Fireworks.
Are we gonna go for more chip though? Are we sending another fireworks up? No, just trying to make it happen. Gets the punish. The burst comes out right when the clock hits 0.
There was no chance there. As soon as you start to spend the Fury, that's going to kill the rest of the timer itself. That's very unfortunate there. Oh my god.
Ground. Good recognition by Jakey, knowing that there was no block string to be had there.
No one still had the threat of the rewind instead. Maybe distance closed once again.
Great usage
Layers
by
on
Jakey
layers.
there. Dude, these layers, they go deeper than a dip on Super Bowl Sunday proxy.
Oh, it just dashes straight up, says your layers be damned. Using the left hook, trying to open things up with the jab there. Not quite going to work out as now. We look to close the distance, and unfortunately, the distance is closed, but not quite the way we would like it to be.
Misses out a little bit of damage because we were just out of range of that stand light. The counter version does do a little bit more damage than the raw hit. Jakey able to open up those toes with a retreating guard. One of the best normals on side of Jinx, that dash medium. Very active, low, goes pretty far with the momentum.
This one just kills. Foxfire on the way. Doesn't beef up the combo though, smart.
Guaranteed limit strike there. Oh, just get out of dodge here. Tried their best to.
Some good rewinds in a row. Yeah, and listen, what she lacks in 2H, she makes up for in Captain's Corridor, but not gonna matter here. It's off the tag. We're gonna OTG and make it work.
Great routing here. It sets up the regular clone. Oh, tried to rewind right into it though. And S2, very active. No. That's such a potent mix-up too. And when you see that whiff crouch medium, if you try to parry that, there's like always the threat that you're going to get opened up by the low-hitting crouch medium. So just going for the whiff crouch medium up forward. Up around here on the side of Erin.
Again for Jakey, willing to take the space back, set up the time winder, throw out a couple projectiles here and there, knowing that the Foxfire was on the way, he was willing to, concede some space.
Good check there. Using that air heavy just to not only get a little bit of damage, but give that extra assist recovery time. But unfortunately gets opened up by Erin. Now getting sent to the corner, limit strike available, and there it is.
Well, what a tag and opportunity for the tag, dude. The most underrated defensive mechanic in this game is tagging and block stun.
Dude, I be mashing the tag button when I have an assist out. My opponent has me in a block string.
When my character's full screen, why not? It's too sick. Even there, the rewind to avoid the parry. What?
Going for the meaty here. There are opportunities to push block out of that in such a way. It is a bit tough, but I think not everyone is used to when you get to push block the new Oki that Ekko players have to use. Ahri air down heavy will never not be a good move in this game. I swear that button is so juice.
It really, truly, it doesn't matter what you have to just like remove it from the game essentially to make it not effective.
Oh, tried to run up, throw. Fury Burst on the side of Erin, tries to meet and stay in the same resources as Jakey. Awareness. There we go. Oh, what an anti-air, and able to get that side swap accidentally and recognize it as well. Very good recognition from Erin. Not gonna be able to kill. Oh, maybe. Is it enough? It is. It's tied up on games here.
Listen, I see people in the chat going crazy for Erin right now, saying they clutch season. You're absolutely correct so far. The opportunity arises now. If you were able to get in winner's side over Jakey, who is probably the favorite tonight, that would be a massive dub.
Jakey's one of the players that has a TNS victory under their belt. Oh, I lost track of which character was on point. Good recognition from Erin. What a throw. These layers from Erin, there's so much going on. Especially being able to get the charge out from Vi while going for a throw. Holy cow.
Rare footage of Vi dashing backwards here, but just waiting for your assist to come up. Definitely a very smart call, as now not many more smart calls need to be made. It's only a tiny bit of life taken from the two, as now Jakey chips all in. Situation not super good here.
Oh, getting a little freaky with it. Oh. Praise be Riot making Vault Breaker actually interactable. Yeah, can't rewind. First comes out, Jakey trying to stay alive with 2 characters. Trying to get in here too.
Yeah, always trying to be the one asking the questions when you can here. Nice parry. Unfortunately, it's on the assist, so not able to actually get the punish here, but still, Jinx takes advantage and sets up Ekko to potentially run some mix here, but just a jab, and Erin blocks everything.
Perhaps going for air tech, still gets the throw on their side. Good tempo here. The placement here of the little guys, very strong, and always interacting with them too.
Double overhead, yeah, respect.
You have time for like 3 overheads after something like that. If you just go for raw overhead, you hold down S1 Gatling to keep it going. You do a second overhead, and you can get the rocket fired after the last one. It's crazy.
Speaking of the rocket being fired, the big one able to take the round on this one. Down to the finale with the full break on Erin's side, though. So the opportunity to be a little more aggressive with the spending of your resources, as you almost definitely will get to see more than one break if you use it effectively.
Oh. Casually box dash at child. Strike here. Erin's doing a great job of looping the limit strike as well. Oh. A lot of different angles you can hit at that. Oh.
Hop over. It's okay. Charge S1 is on the way. There's the Fury. This really is potentially the final stand for Jakey now.
Unfortunate, had the neutral jump. Making it much harder. Level 3 available on both characters, basically. No assist available means we can't do any freak stuff. Is this enough? Fury's gone. He might be dead. I think he's dead.
Think so,
Minimum
Erin.
scaling.
They might have just done it right here. That could be it.
Second most health in the game.
Oh, and it absolutely is enough. Erin, they cash out on the moment here and is able to take the victory. Check that out again. Exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat to pull that up for yourself.
Yeah, we love to see the magic number already selected. $12.50. That's the minimum I like to see at every TNS with the Matcherino supporting.
Oh, and you can see the Vi players both respecting each other just a bit as we got the crumple and is able to gather both characters together. That was great knowledge of the situation there, knowing you were going to have time, as well as converting up the Poro throw.
Gonna be able to armor up here, go blue mode. Oh, where are you going? Fortunate drop there, setting up for a limit strike. Oh, just running right underneath the Poro. Gladiate's gonna be able to tag out on that. Good, staying safe by Psixou, but we lost Ekko for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the cost of tagging to be able to save one half is to lose the other. Gladiated doing a great job keeping the pressure up, being able to secure that first round with a pretty dominant performance here. All of that snowball starting off of just one back assist from Braum, stifling out the attempted approach.
Gladiated just pressing buttons in normal, in neutral, just fighting demons, fighting ghosts for a moment, just trying to get them to approach. Oh, blink and you'll miss it. Oh, blink and you'll miss it! As well as we won't miss, though, $5.81 from Tiger Resort. We'll get the match run up to around $30. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you a ton as always, homie. Is now off the air reset, gets the jab, and I like the confirmation, had time to get the multiple jabs, still find the jump and bring it back down to the earth here. It's going to be solo Vi. Psixou in big trouble now. Command throw. Oh no! I'm free! The shockwave low!
That was nice. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Using the down S2 shockwave just to fake the overhead down forward medium. That's next level. I haven't seen that one before. Oh. Swinging at ghosts.
Oh, and being able to regulate with the Poro though as well to bring it back down to that crouch medium. Unbreakable applied.
What a punish too. Hasn't got the full knockdown, so we still have blue mode active.
Oh my god, it was such a good jump cancel, but unfortunately we ended up putting ourselves in like the most dastardly mix that we honestly, it was our fault. Like that jump into jump ended up being disgusting.
It is. Once it gets down to like the U, where you see burst or break, once you see it at like the A, the U of Fury and the A of break, that's when I'm not sure if it's gonna kill or not. Oh, happy birthday! Baits it out!
And the denting blows to follow it up. It's gonna leave it down to the 1v1 here. Obviously a must win here for Psixou. You do not want to put yourself too far behind. Gladiated tries to call the super assist and gets answered.
Stays grounded here. Gladiated gets the confirmation. This is definitely gonna be a kill, right? Are we gonna build level 3? Doesn't matter. Spend the assist for a little bit of extra super damage.
I was gonna say, not even a thought in our mind. Doesn't have to worry about it in the slightest here. Maybe could have just to make him watch the movie, but the back assist buys us a ton of space. And here it is again, that extra extension to get us applied into the Unbreakable.
This is all we need. Oh, calling support here.
And it actually is enough is the craziest thing. It's just, are we going to need to spend the meter? The one bionic arm, the show of violence, the show of force makes it enough here. Psixou in the 2v1, a damn near perfect right now for Gladiated.
It's gonna hurt. Oh, Label's armor through. What are you doing, Psixou? Get back down here. Oh, God. Just get got, dude.
Oh god. Like, what can you say? Tag launcher misses? Just rip the level 3? Come on, man.
Does that count as a perfect?
Get destroyed, yeah. Like,
yeah. I haven't yet seen options or setups, at least that come up often enough, that are like guaranteed cover a million setups. So like you minimally covering covering wake up attack and rolls. Those are the main things that you want to cover. Because previously you just put out the Time Winder lob, Kara super just gave you the time to react in the super freeze, and that was where a lot of the danger came from.
yes. I definitely agreed. Being able to have that little bit of a space, a little bit of a gap to have time to react. Is now, oh, for sure, we're going to look for the deep cross up instead. It's going to be capital B finding a tag, being able to get the Vi in and parries them both. But maybe he's a little unsure, tries to bait the break.
Oh, there comes out Sex Bites. Ahri's on borrowed time too. Just hitting the assist once might kill her. That was tricky. Right outside of range of the thrust there. Ekko goes down.
Yeah, situation a bit dire here, but this is what we talked about. Capital B through and through is a Vi player, so we'll see if that can continue to hold up. As the distance is closed and the jabs find the mark, it's the 1v1 now.
Zex feel lucky this game was released in 2025. Because then the combo's over once your point character dies.
I was gonna say, there are many other games where you'd have just watched 14 launchers happen right there.
Me doing TAC down 3 times in a row.
Now, but for the jump in, delays a bit, has that level 3, and the Fury already popped, but is able to get straight in with the hook.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, dude. Right in there. We've seen a lot of Latin American players on stream. Zex may be our first Canadian player, second Canadian player to show up from the Great White North.
I think first today, if I'm not mistaken. Tough situation here, though, is now we're going to be able to run our mix. Opportunity for the limit strike if we so choose, which we more than likely should. Instead, it's going to be the setup now. Yep, okay.
Oh, classic. Not allowed. Using the tag freeze to pause a little bit just to give you some extra reaction time. Very cute usage by Zex.
Enough that delay is able to climb the tree. I love that late dashing light. A full send on the S1.
Strike inbound. Are we going to be getting some fancy tag layer shenanigans? Looks like it. Blocks 2 overheads, doesn't block the low. CapitalB builds up the Fury. Definitely going to hold it for the last round.
Yep, slides past with the Super Spirit Rush. Definitely what you need to see here. Round a piece, full break between the two. 99 going to be very important as CapitalB full send on the Helmbreaker. Had the hit on the retreating guard, but didn't believe, it seems.
First comes out from Zex. Doesn't want to get stuck in the corner. Oh, the tornado is so short now.
As it should be.
Good block string pressure. Zex making it very difficult to guess what's happening next. Oh, not allowed. Stance heavy. Where are you going?
Yeah, the 7-hit limit strike for 50% of your life is now to keep the pressure up. Yasuo still involved in the mix up here. Look at the life total start to dwindle. Gets the hit on the other side, though, is now the opportunity to get the kill on Ahri and bring in Yasuo at a pixel of life.
Great maneuvering by CapitalB, getting that Skullgirls mix up in the end. Into my arms. The loving hands of JustCapitalB.
Definitely a big win to get it started here. Gotta get the lead. It's much better, I feel like. If you're an aggressive player, to be playing from in front is now, unfortunately, be a little bit playing from behind here, despite the score for CapitalB now as Zex. The open up, it's the extension.
Keeping the corner as well. Ooh, just high enough there on the get up attack. Good timing on the burst too. Oh no.
But there you go, 2-8, finds the mark.
Has to stay center screen with the momentum off of the forward Spirit Rush. Doesn't confirm. And the push block too to prevent the jail, but we go right over the standing light. Now Zex has the offense going. Oh, we're gonna get a kill here.
Yeah, certainly enough as the charm lands, which, you know, is never a great sign for yourself in lane, dude. It's just about over with that ultimate, able to secure it.
That moves an enemy unit.
Very true again. Ooh, something to win with the S1 almost works out.
Doesn't want to check the Ahri. Oh, knockdown. That turns into bubble.
Ooh, and I like that double up on the rewind. That's super sick.
Oh, where are you going? Get back to the ground, buddy. Mix up time. Get him attack. There's a lot of different options. You have to choose where your coverage is. Oh, happy birthday! Didn't just let it rip. Underneath. Just wanted the raw damage. Despite the counter hit, we just cash it.
Yeah, take what you can. These are the situations CapitalB has been most successful in. And Yasuo coming in to be able to take the mantle once again. This is where it gets dangerous, as Ahri's going to be able to set up for the mix herself.
Oh, unfortunate. the weird hit of the Super Spirit Rush. Sometimes it drops in very odd situations. Oh, unfortunate by Zex. They just really wanted to win the round. But Ahri was so close to death, and now they're going into the last round, possibly, of their tournament life with no resources.
I was gonna say, because of where we left our clone there, is able to pick up at the jab as well. It's so sick. It's now the doubles up on the low. Capital B, the safe and simple is best in a moment like this, and just is slowly but surely commits through.
Just fully cashing out. Looks like they missed their tag launch perhaps right before Ekko left the screen. We just saw this one.
Now it's time to see more of the same. Charging up that S1 a couple times through. A little show of violence now as you collect your points in the slide across. Situation is dire.
Pixel. Oh, they try to wake up Burst. They try to wake up Burst.
Yeah, it seemed to be the case there. Is unfortunately, like you said before, gotta hold neutral in a moment like that. Definitely compete yourself, as all these tournaments are free to enter.
Yeah, the hardest matchup for a lot of players is actually showing up in the first place.
I'm telling you, bro, they didn't want to click I read the rules.
Yeah, top player privilege. Text the TO. I'm still driving. I'm stuck in traffic. I won't be there for 10 minutes. Shows up an hour later.
Talk right here, though, as we get the push block. Maybe delayed a little bit too much there. The anti-air apprehend does not find a home. Erin has gotten the better of every single defensive situation that has come up.
Yeah, Chupi tried to anti-air withstand light, but Erin already committing to the forward dash means that you had to use your crouching heavy to do that. Going for the limit strike here. Yes, we are. And the cupcake not going away when a down character rolls over it is kind of huge.
That's very true, actually.
The limit strike? Yes, we are. Oh, can't do that. Not allowed. Chupi knows. Chupi has that tournament pedigree.
I say more than aware of the situation here as we look for the roll forward. A lot of the times I feel like that is unblockable just because people forget it potentially is there, but the defense holds up. I have to highlight again, Erin in these defensive choices, whether it's Chupi trying to make defensive choices to get back onto offense or Erin's sheer blocking. They have been incredible so far.
Honestly, that was a lot of work done by the Caitlyn because Erin just didn't take any damage by the time Darius went down.
I mean, that's the character that Chupi has played a little bit longer, and I think he's the character that personally I would say Chupi's a bit stronger with. Not to say that the Caitlyn is not carrying her weight, but this Darius has been a bit different for a long time.
I mean, don't count out the Caitlyn. I think a large reason why Chupi is in air quotes better with Darius is because Darius is just better.
I agree with that too, honestly.
Because one of the biggest nerfs that Caitlyn got, and she didn't really get any buffs largely. She got a few buffs where it's just like the trap is a little bit better, but they removed the super tag glitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just made it working as intended. Yeah.
Yes, it was definitely a glitch, but man, if that wasn't just straight up the best part about her.
Chupi with the roll pass, so sick, coming off the back of a perfect here. The momentum still building. I thought maybe we had time for the tag there to stay evasive. Unfortunately, it does not go their way.
Great burst timing by Erin, right out of range of the charged Bolt Breaker tag. Mr. Chupi had the right idea, but not the spacing to execute. Oh, not even a punish, just caught trying to move.
And smart choice with the super too. You leave yourself with no meter, but you get the better portion of the screen positioning now. And having room to backdash against Vi potentially can be a godsend, but we're not going to get to see how much of a help it could be. Erin's going to find that hit immediately.
A little bit of extra credit there too. Good routing by Erin. I expect that you probably get more of a confirmation after that. Oh, eyes on the screen. Great crouching heavy.
Yeah, you can definitely get more here. As you can see, he charges the S1, builds the extra meter, and finds the air throw.
Chat, I got thrown there too. I'm holding up back. Ain't no way I'm staying on the ground. I feel more comfortable in the air. Dog, you gotta worry about highs and lows when you're on the ground. I don't want to worry about highs and lows. I just want to get out of dodge.
Situation definitely gets dire quickly in moments like that. As you can see, after the S1, she's gonna look for the tag. Caitlyn tries to cross up, but can't find the mark.
Down forward heavy. Oh, just getting hit. Are we holding up back a little bit too hard? Unfortunate. Oh, also unfortunate.
Yeah, sometimes you have to jump back on the apprehend. I'm not sure if that was one of those positions, but it can be a little finicky occasionally, but not gonna matter as Choopy picked it straight back up. But unfortunately, the corpse falls past him. He's cornered now.
That's always the worst feeling. As a Jinx player, I know it well when I try to kill my opponents with fireworks.
Yeah, they fall forward and they just fall right over your head.
Oh, this light pressure is so good from Erin. Choopy wants to... Oh. Choopy wants to trade this burst for the round here. Very lucky.
Dude, so smart on the no tag though, as we cross up and try to look for the empty low. Ends up paying off.
I swear there's gotta be a situation where you can go same side in that, but I have to assume that it involves like falling air heavy. I'm not sure. I'm not a Vi player. I'm not an Ahri player. Erin knows better than me.
Got the situation here, still has some time. Super Assist is gonna set up the cross up and looks for that same empty low. The cross up comes out from Caitlyn this time.
They should play. Oh my gosh, dash a little bit too much, but we still get the pickup. Denting blows put a dent in this round. Erin now on set point here.
I love that jumps again, just to avoid that down S1. That Foxfire can be annoying.
Yeah, get that extra 2 seconds on recovery too. Erin seems like very comfortable at their cross. Oh my gosh.
That was a forward heavy and then I think a fireball, but unfortunately got 3 instead of 2 on the directional input.
Bit of a scramble there. Erin gets the most out of it. Super, probably enough. Close. It is. Caitlyn also on the lower side of the health pool.
This character's been the hero a couple times already. Choopy put in a weird spot off of this one. Knows they have priority there after the tech.
That was a great tech there on the way back with the parry. Breaks the guard there, trying to retreat.
And again, I think that jump forward might be the thing causing that drop. Is now we're going to go for the headless, but it's not enough to chip. We overestimate how much we've got in the tank, it seems, as Erin continues to look unstoppable. That is 2 games straight.
The side of just 2 people that want to punch you to death.
We'll find out quick who's going to be able to get the better of the situation. Is on the round start. It's Galladiated who gets the better of the situation, Dostro. My God.
Y'all ever do round start lariat plus assist? I know I have.
I've been there, dude.
Where you going? Get back here. Oh! Shield plus assist, ever the best to do it. Gladiated knows. This is going to be not quite enough to kill. Oh, I forgot about DHC. Never mind.
See, that is the greatest strength of Gladiated, is that I think a lot of people forget, like, everything's going to kill because we got the purple stuff. Double down saves the day for us so often.
Yeah. And Vi is just so good in Freestyle, too. Like, being able to have the power that we see. Oh, we're going to be able to tag out here. Just go for another DHC. But Vi is both very good at supporting and utilizing the tag outs so well that having free access to freestyle just almost feels like a given. But Galladiated makes it feel like they're still in control as much as possible.
That felt like a command throw, and I do respect the break. Make some space for yourself here as we roll past.
Oh. Giving SoulDemon access to a clone is very brave. There's going to be something crazy coming out if it's even on the screen.
There, we're looking for the chase down with the rewind. Ends up finding the jab on the landing. Here we go. Vi into the mix as we're able to find our electrics.
Set up blue mode. Here we go. Oh. Pressing a light button. No armor available. Gotta swing with that door, buddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're doubling with the jab to try and keep it safe here. That's one of the tough things about characters like this is it's easy to get people in the mindset where they need to be jumping here, but sometimes it can be difficult to always capitalize on those situations. As now we look for a very aggressive air throw.
The down spirit rush just to make sure that they don't leave the corner on kill. Oh my gosh. Well, you don't have that blue mode activated.
No, you don't.
I'm surprised that SoulDemon didn't go for the rewind there. Oh, I was about to say this is a brave Fury Burst, but it's looking like it might just pay off.
And again, so aggressive when it comes to these situations with the Ahri, doubling up with the 6H and trying to harass with the jabs.
Got the counter hit on that one too. You're dead. Call the friends in.
Yeah, no reason to risk it here. Full send of the Poro snacks as the dapper gentleman able to come through and secure the victory as that first game is on the board now. Galladiated one away from potentially being able to get into this winners finals to face off against the very patient styles of Erin.
Hello.
Oh, ice cold. Keep him honest. Galladiated is just so good at changing up the way we approach these knockdowns. It's like we're always keeping our opponents guessing, no matter where we are.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say,
you're dead.
Unfortunately, yeah, the guesses are never gonna get any easier. It's Unbreakable applied once again. SoulDemon in massive trouble, even with the Fury. No chance you're really gonna spend it early, right? Like,
If you're spending Fury here, then you are a brave SOB. Oh! That overhead was so sneaky, hiding behind the big Braum.
say the sequence was just too evil, man. One round away now from the potential finish here as full break is available for both, and we just full send and gets the hit still. It forces the break.
Want to make sure that the burst is spent in an impactful way, and especially if we want to stay alive, if we have even the idea, the inkling that we can build a break through to our last round, we got to make sure that we put ourselves in the best situation to do so.
Our retreat there is able to get away. Unfortunately, he's a little too high for the second push-up. Braum tries to flex on him. It's not going to work out. It's going to be Shockwave tag. Tries to reach for the tech, and you know what that means.
That Gladiated's in their head, dude.
My God, timing on the jump is so good too. Braum putting in the work. 2 games straight for Galladiated. What's the deal with PCH? Yeah.
is the Greater Chicago metro area duo. PCH a little loose with the metro area if we're adding PCH, but you know sometimes we like to say we even Chicago area even extends into Wisconsin and Indiana sometimes.
Respect. Listen, I thought Dual Kevin was Chicago for a very long time. Okay. It's
Psixou choosing the left side corner rather than the right side here.
definitely respect. Limit strike, open it up, finds the low, forces the break.
First comes out, guaranteed situation, putting Huhz into the corner. Limit strike. Oh, I forgot that's why I even started that combo.
Oh, the F1, I thought maybe we were going to move fast enough to get away from the fireball there, but you can't escape your fate from Illaoi. But luckily, Warwick, you know, not running by the same rules. He unfortunately will go down.
Fuzzy jumping a little bit too hard there to escape, just getting caught with the up back. This ought to be a cleanup here from Psixou. We just have to land a super. Oh, a little greedy there. Maybe not greedy. Psixou probably knows better than me, but I would have played it conservative.
Damn, Illaoi said, I don't hear no bell, just
liberal.
stood up. Like, God damn, let's keep fighting. What's up? Why is she not dead?
I think I'll go for a walk now.
Yeah.
I feel happy. A little bit too high in the air to get any punish on the throw whiff.
See, the medium merchant. Warwick there is, oh, unties the boots. The crouching medium reaches under the time winder.
Accidentally sandwiches themselves. I lost track of Ekko there. I didn't realize that they were knocked down.
Yeah, it looks like Huhz might have also, because after the 2H, we unfortunately jumped the wrong direction.
Pushes them right out of the range of that time winder. Oh, we pressing. A little bit of extra credit there on the Ekko, maybe getting sidetracked. Oh, attack. Ekko's down, but we still get the punish. We're trading the level 3 character for a character, no super assist available. Psixou having 6 full bars.
Good stand at the last moment there, and is able to find the parry to follow up as well. Definitely going to be enough to take the finish here, as that extra little extension is going to guarantee us our 3rd meter.
Fun rounds here. Psixou a little bit lower on the break gauge. Huhz having a full stick going into this round number 3. Oh, tries to push block, but we're right back into the loving arms of the Vi here. Oh, that's what we call conditioning. Your hair's feeling mighty soft, brother.
Oy, but after the S1, it's not going to work out here. Psixou back on the offense and able to take the finish. Solo Illaoi to try and do the heavy lifting one more time with really no resources to really write home about. At a bar and a half, but what are you going to do with it?
I was trying to play around the classic Ekko. They go for the overhead, on hit, reaching for the throw. With those meager plus frames. A little bit too late there on that teleport.
But the full team still intact. We cycle through and take the finish. 1 game on the board here. Psixou looking strong. In a bit of trouble now, as the momentum is just a bit too much. I hate Psixou's avatar. Can I just say that? I know I say this every time so avatars like this come up. It just is.
Can confirm though, Huhz's avatar does look a little bit like it. Got the long hair. Pretty sure Huhz is wearing some facial hair though. I've only seen him in person the one time though. Someone in chat can correct me. I saw Seth.
Quick little throw there. Actually misses out on the tentacle slam. Still fine though. We're able to get that extra little extension. Break comes through, but the S1 topples everyone.
Yeah, great usage of it too. Because it's so big, it hits the charge vault breaker on back. Love that from Huhz. I love the placement of those normals when they were a little bit above Huhz, but unfortunately the added air mobility from Ekko by having a little air dash as well as his Helmbreaker makes it really tricky to deal with.
That was a hell of a jump back there. Full send and drops the medium. Is looking extremely good to be able to take the finish here. Does build with the third bar, but I don't think we need it as 1, 2, and 3 on the slam to take the victory now. Psixou in a bit of trouble. Still has plenty of meter.
I do believe Vi is at the 1,000 health threshold. Ekko down at 950.
I believe that's correct.
Oh, we pressed. Oh, nice overhead, nerd. Get reversaled. Oh, got him.
She's 1-2M into a delay and says, nah, you're not delaying on me, big dog. Not a chance.
Y'all better use a true block string on me here.
Stealing turns not an option. Tag launcher back down to the earth. Denting glows for the limit strike potentially here.
I really like the way Psixou is changing their options with how they use the sway. Whether it's going for the overhead to keep them grounded, going for the stagger, gut check, or even just going for the throw. The rotation is a masterclass, truly.
That was kind of evil. Stay medium, goes in for the throw, ends up finding the empty jump low straight after.
Oh, tag out, yes. Bit of a strange situation going. Oh my gosh. A little bit of extra credit on Vi to even up basically on health totals, but having access to 2 characters makes it a little bit easier, though Psixou still has Fury.
Yeah, being able to tag slop a little bit more is a really, really big deal here. Those double tags, the threat of that when you're a solo character is kind of ridiculous.
Oh. Okay. Just full run-up throw.
And that's after Psixou in so many of those situations was trying hard to finesse. It was a lot of in and out gameplay, trying to do their best to try and finesse the position. Not gonna matter here though, as the super assist connects on the back end, just barely catching.
That's the I swear I teched that accidentally throws your opponent instead.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if my opponent whiffs throw directly point blank in my face. I'm probably trying to tech that throw.
Smart there. Full commit, doesn't let him get away with the jab, ends up charging the heavy to try and force the stand. Break comes through and a deep cross up the overhead, but nothing to confirm it.
Fine, get out! Oh my god. Huhz doesn't try to parry the charge S2. Oh, she's dead, right? She's gotta be.
Oh, she's for sure.
Close.
Bionic arm. Whoa! Okay. Ends up weaving it out. Pair goes wide. Things go our way. 6U, set point.
They did lower Illaoi's health just a little bit. I do believe. She's not up there with the likes of Braum. Braum, Darius, Warwick, I think are the highest health totals. I could be wrong.
Feeling a little bit scary though. All coming down to this now. Gonna delay just a hair.
Yeah, I was scared too.
They had me a little bit nervous on the follow-up, but ends up working out. Gets the throw and picks it up well.
Close to the corner too. Huhz is in pretty good position. Next hit is almost definitely going to be able to build up that bloodlust. Oh, first comes out.
Dude, nothing pisses me off more than getting hit by that. Oh god.
Just barely not enough screen lock on that. Oh, every time Psixou has been able to land that Huhz has gotten hit. Unfortunate drop though. Almost close to chip.
Was looking for the parry. Now you have to play perfect. Gotta find the hit soon, but unfortunately it's not gonna come. The throw ends up whiffing, and as soon as you block the crater maker, your fate is sealed. It is 2-0. Still very strong. 100% agreed.
Yeah, seeing the likes of Inzem still rocking the Teemo. I saw Super Noon going back to the Teemo. Maybe we'll be able to see some of that at Texas Showdown this weekend, but right now we're going to see a little bit of double Ahri action on the side of Obelisk and Hayatei. These two players, they've been just rocking these teams since the very beginning.
I was gonna say, and again, one thing to highlight when it comes to Obelisk gameplay is that double down. So important when it comes to the style they like to play. As the command of motion actually catches us out, it's gonna put us in a weird position now that the break is kind of needed to get out of the happy birthday.
Nice judgment cut, nerd.
It's funny that Virgil is Yasuo is based a little bit around Virgil as like a big inspiration point, and he's not the one with Helmbreaker. That's just weird. I'm just thinking out loud.
And I'll have to talk to Marlon Pie about that one. Marlon Pie, the lead designer on Yasuo.
He couldn't have everything, I guess. It makes sense.
As much as we might want to give our own characters everything, that's just not cool. That's just not allowed. You got to think about what would it be like to play against the character.
Uh-oh. It's not a good chance, but our percentage just went from 0 to like maybe 5. You know, this is workable.
Just got to get Obelisk to block something. Just... Oh my god. One touch. That's all it takes.
And from like 5 to 50, things are looking very good, but the one fireball kills. Oh no, dude.
Oh my god. Obelisk just held down back to... Like, there's no way I'm gonna die right here, right? Oh my god.
Yeah, that was definitely the one is not enough. I know I'll live one. Like,
I didn't think that just a raw Foxfire would have killed Obelisk there. I'm gonna be real.
clean connection here is gonna go for the tag launcher. Extra extensions while we can. Tentacle slams just enough and keeps control of the corner too.
I mean, Obelisk does have access to double down. Their average damage is going to be higher per hit. And it's also indifferent to what the hits are as well.
I know that get up attack feels enticing because you're like, I want to do a reversal. I feel like get up attack is really rough into that super.
And Obelisk knows how to play against it all. There's some OSs there too, like
yeah.
You can overlap your inputs to catch a roll with throw, but also tag out somehow. Oh, me too, Obelisk, me too.
Just like that, Obelisk unfortunately is going to have to deal with the rest of the situation. Sans the Illaoi here. Ahri back in the mix. The heavy's not going to connect from that distance.
Look at these health bars on Hayatei. They're pretty high. Oh, that ought to do it, right? Super tag launch. Not necessary. Here we go. Hayatei takes the first one. I mean, Obelisk was just so powerful on offense, though. Hayatei, especially having access to Yasuo, whose neutral is impeccable, despite being a little bit nerfed. Hayatei is just so comfortable playing at that mid to far range. It's hard to deal with. Not only that, but converting any sort of remote interaction into a mix-up.
Oh no. Break actually beats out on the reset there. Was 2+ on this moment there. Obelisk gets nothing for it, but there it is on the air-to-air. Picking it straight back up.
Drop tag launch there. That confirm is just a little bit weird off the down S2. Turning this a little bit of easier corner carry, easier conversion into damage and limit strike. Yasuo is a little bit more picky about how he ends his combos.
Oh my god, I thought for sure it was going to be a throw before the tag. Instead, we're going to rip the orb, but there's the parry. Equalizes things again.
It's in stereo, dude. Oh my gosh. Hayatei was just scouting for a chance to tag out. Not even allowed, though. Dude, we need the basketball court sneaker squeaks here.
Why? Thought maybe it wasn't going to do quite enough, but it does manage to secure the finish here. Obelisk back in the mix, potentially going to be able to equalize in the games now.
Yasuo has under 1,000 health, right? Someone tell me. He can't have all of his options and an average health total. That would just be unfair.
Jazz though, here's the S2. Gonna rip the fireball straight afterwards. Doesn't want to risk it on the first parry and is gonna have to try and weather the storm on the next follow.
Fortunate drop there. Oh, the downward hit of the down S2 connection.
950 sounds right.
950 sounds right, yeah. I was like, surely this character does not have all of the health too. Oh, and tries to go for the delay combo. That one's a little bit tricky. Just takes a little bit of effort.
Securing that jump loop definitely is. It's not free. So I think it's one of the next things about Illaoi is unless you go for those delay combos, a lot of her confirms really are. She is the ultimate tournament combos.
I gotta think that you would have been able to kill off of that, right? Hayatei just not going to super. Still able to seal it out, though.
So set point on one side, survival on the other. Even on the break totals here, it seems now it's going to rip the Judgment Orb and actually gets the anti-air and gets to follow up with a full combo afterwards.
Not just the full combo, but just the Ahri shenanigans. Size, get the limit strike. Not close enough to get the free setup with wind wall. Oh. Oh. Foxfire snipe.
Jab delayed it. Just a little Rekka 1 and straight up the S1 out of hit stun there. I don't care in the world.
Oh, but we do care about this one. Oh, these air lights, they're connecting, but... The fade back with the air heavy. I don't think this is going to be enough to kill even with two supers. Unfortunate drop. Oh, this is going to kill though. Just let it rip. Hayatei 2 straight over Obelisk. They're off to fight Soul Demon.
I was going to say
making it out of pools was hard enough. And I think out of pools made it to top 96. I don't remember.
Okay, he's gonna opt into the Braum at the round start here. Winners finals, as we said, was looking for the air throw. That's one thing Galladiated has been getting in a little trouble with today, and that normally they are exceptional at, is going very aggressive with the air throw attempts. Oh my god. And the hop over to keep corner?
Oh, dude, I didn't even realize I was hitting 2 characters. That was cheeky.
Erin's defense, dude, is unfair. They have been so good in all of these spots where they've been forced to block. Because again, the full commit on the air throw doesn't work out.
I'm surprised that Vi stayed same side there, and even more surprised that Galladiated was able to block it. Okay, goes for the air dash right over these normal buttons. I mean, this is one of the classic Vi struggle matchups that a lot of Vi players complain about. How do you get Ahri to stay on the ground?
Dude, I hate the zombie stand-up. It's killing me. We gotta get rid of that one.
They're resurrected. Oh, I was about to say, with blue mode active, this is winnable. But we're gonna lose the unbreakable here.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that really makes the situation the most dire here is after the fireball charges up the S1 and the double overhead. But we do find a tech.
Oh, unbreakable active. This is a one-touch game here. No matter which way you look at it, maybe a throw won't kill on the side of Galladiated.
If it's an air throw, it will. Oh my god, but it's just an S2 instead.
He was trucking along there. Oh, trying to fuzzy a little bit too hard. Getting caught on the way up. Erin confirms with the dash cancel. Taking down the first round. That was just the first round.
Double charge S2, doesn't quite find the mark the way we needed it to. Tags in. Oh, actually calls the assist, excuse me. The Braum gets answered straight away.
Ooh, good burst timing. Oh, you have to tag out to get the extra plus frames, or do something on the way down. Yeah, happy birthday stable combo. Yeah, here you're definitely dead.
Yeah, pretty much locked it out. Extremely smart. That's a quick little parry. Ended up helping out a little bit. Accelerate here, though, as we try to weave back again.
Tries to go for the extra meaty down forward heavy. Just gets caught low there. That the Vi down medium, it's longer than it looks.
Yeah, it is. It's a little goofy. A sword normal, if you will.
The Poro, one of the few projectiles that stays out even if you or your point character gets hit.
They can't reliably, like, they can't in lore have Poros get deleted on connection. They have to live.
I mean, they are kind of another character in a sense.
Space went for the delay afterwards. Poro throw with the S1. Doesn't quite push them into the Poro, though, so had a little bit more room to roam than they thought.
First comes out from Galladiated. Oh, what a parry. We've seen this already from Galladiated, the held Vault Breaker tag. They want to just get the rising throw against that.
Dude, it's so goofy. I love Braum.
Crime City Braum, easily one of my top 3 favorite skins in the game. Especially they gave the Poros the fedoras during his level 3.
Oh,
I think they also have the fedoras during his forward S1, right?
I believe so. A little unfortunate there from Erin. Missing out on the parry and missing out on being able to save themselves. Again, the parry goes wide.
Galladiated was listening. He's like, hey, why don't we throw a Poro just to show Dostra that they still have the hats on. Oh, empty low there. Casually unseeable 50-50 that leads to a full combo. Not just 50-50, but multiple iterations that have multiple 50-50s behind it. Fly goes down. Erin's looking pretty comfortable here.
Ready. Let's go. What do you got?
That was guaranteed too.
Yep, sets up the Unbreakable as well. OTG's in. Yeah, I was gonna say, had to happen eventually.
Dude, Erin was doing the next level bait against Gladiated, seeing the assist icon flash with the X. Gladiated had to take a little bit of a step just to make sure that they're trying to bait a little bit, you know? That's something I've been doing a lot lately. Mash the assist button while I'm getting hit to make them think I'm gonna burst.
Yeah, let them hear the doot 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 doot.
Dash blocking.
Damn it, got them again. A perfect here. Just never had a chance to be able to fight back. Things are too devastating, dude.
The slight dash back, that was crazy.
No, you don't.
Get behind me! I forget, that might actually be the name of this special move. I was just saying that to say it.
Now get back. Try this.
Dude, get behind me! Freaking Secret Service here. Give that man some sunglasses and an earpiece.
There's that medium. Things working out. Definitely should be enough damage here. Gotta remember, our damage calculations are always weighed in as not double down. But even here, the double down is not a factor. That is one bar and a dream. As Erin in big trouble. Still potentially able to take a further lead in this set here, but Gladiated threatening to tie it up in a hurry.
You might be able to kill Braum in one touch, though. It would be... maybe not so much with the life getting recovered by now, but you get a juicy counter hit with the right starter and build a level 3. Oh, but there's a light to get in there, a bit of start in. I don't know. This is close.
Yeah, it was definitely a little close, but ends up in S1.
First available, guaranteed point. Oh, dash cancel, but the shield was already up. Gladiated. Great movement.
And that was, but for all intents and purposes, was absolutely the correct decision for sure for Erin there. But unfortunately, like you said, because the shield is already up, we were able to preemptively swing and just beat her to the spot. That's super unfortunate for Erin, but a good play from Gladiated to be able to play to your outs. And Braum back assist, that's always an out.
Giving it that extra duration just makes it so much better. As well as just making it move forward a little bit more just by virtue of lasting longer.
Ahri died, by the way.
Dude, car crashed.
Oh my god, it just never ends, dude. Things getting absolutely dire here. S2 as we sideswap back in. Unbreakable tries to get set for Braum, but it's a delayed 2H frame trap that finds the mark.
Dude, we car crashed. Y'all remember that little cartoon with the crash test dummies?
Oh my god, I do. What is that called?
That was like a late 90s, early 2000s, John. Oh. That was like the minor screen pull mix up there.
No, you don't.
Hayatei, which is always some of the most evil things to have to deal with. Is now we armor through the Vi,
Oh, no.
completely ignores the neutral skip and says, listen, neutral's still here for those who seek it. That was untackable. I don't care.
Holy cow. Dude, it's raining so hard right now. I don't know if y'all can hear it through my microphone.
Oh
I'm
my
just so
god.
distracted by that.
It was rated Poros there with the down. The command throw, so sick. Gladiated. That was one of the fastest games we've had today. Erin, defensive. I would say the most impressive thing about Erin so far in the tournament has been her defensive prowess. But Gladiated has a read on it or something. We are, like you said, we are car crashing through things pretty well.
Dude, I was so distracted by how hard it's raining right now that I completely missed that last game. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I see GG's in the chat, but no, like I said, winners finals, still a long set, plenty of games to potentially go here as a push block goes a long way to build your Vi an opportunity to fight.
Oh, get down here. Build a super, not gonna spend it to get out. Oh, we might do it here. Just calling that assist early to make sure that an early burst means that you can't do anything. Oh, Vi's dead and Braum is safe.
Ooh,
Oh, the armor didn't activate in time.
That was 6H. Oh my god.
I don't know. Might have been able to do the priority Kara cancel into shield there. It would have been close. The shield might not have activated fast enough in being that close. I don't know.
Vi has time to be able to actually get the jab out. So sick. Super Crater Maker, here we go.
There's that 50-50, empty low. Great staggers to call out the assist. Gets the hit. Is the super enough? With the assist, it definitely is. Gladiated's going to go on to set point here.
Erin has been very close in a lot of these spots. Just got to avoid this 99-second nonsense. Now it's a quick jump over attempt as Braum moonwalking into the Ahri.
When you just keep running underneath your opponent just to not engage with them. Big fan.
One of my favorites, truly. It's
Was that a
command throw
taunt?
tag it out. It's for timing, you know? Oh, and with the Poro was able to set up the tick throw from max distance. Oh no.
Will we be able to set up Unbreakable here? No, we just go for the limit strike. Oh, she's dead! She's dead! Why? She disappeared. Gets the chip damage, so no perfect. Oh, and gets the hit, so definitely no perfect.
Okay, yeah, very smart. That Poro extremely slow. Gladiated. A little too aggressive in the first portion, but in the second half, we're just aggressive enough.
You know, Braum, I hope you brought enough for the rest of the class.
Certainly looks like we did as the Poro storm rolls on by, unaware of the crimes they've committed. Getting started, losers, semis, the final short set of the night as everybody showing up to the function in uniform. It's going to be the gold and black across the board here. Mr. Choopy facing off against Soul Demon is unfortunately for Choopy, it feels like just called the wrong assist. 3H and a forward assist definitely would have confirmed there.
I think Choopy was just going for coverage there rather than confirmation.
Fair.
Definitely want to get the opponent to stay grounded in a situation like that. And speaking of staying grounded, we get on the ground. Oh, unfortunate Foxfire. They reduced the distance on the crouching light in the patch 2 weeks ago. Great block, but even greater tag.
Back down with the F2. Here comes the orb. Jab, jab, limit strike.
Dog. Me too, Choopy, me too.
Yeah, all right.
Well, that's going to be a dead Darius. Not going for anything complicated and also making sure we get a little bit of extra corner carry. Caitlyn on borrowed time, too. You can just really chill out if you're Soul Demon. Oh, just out of range.
Man, there was trying to use the bolo to look to approach. But again, you can just kind of play it as lame as you need to here. Even blocking the bullets, not too big of a concern.
I tried to anti-air. That looked like crouching heavy to me. But just getting intercepted by the air time winder. Oh. And Soul Demon is still plus after that? Oh my god! What a trade, dude. I like the vision there from Soul Demon.
Apprehend just a hair too far away. Oh, and the 2H almost gets there too. Good God.
And there's that stabilization. Crouching heavy.
Chat, that burrito was gas. Don't talk to me. Y'all just jealous. Forward S2, bleed applied. Ekko down. Jesus Christ.
Dude, the Ekko players are jealous that they don't have a burrito, right?
I was gonna say not anymore. Back in the old
They got
days.
rid of it. The classic burrito was eliminated in the Season 1 patch. Good burst timing.
Oh, see, in situations like that, oh, hold on, 2H almost got there. See, in situations like that, Choopy needs to flick a little more often. You can double tap in a direction while you're aiming to be able to extend and get a little bit quicker to where you're headed. So in situations like that, when we're going for the slow aim, I feel like you give Soul Demon so much room to get aggressive, unless you're just looking to threaten the flick back up.
Being confident with how you aim the rifle as Caitlyn is kind of key to controlling neutral, no matter where you are. As long as you have the possibility to represent the rifle in the first place, if you can aim it well, you are in such a strong position, to, especially when you display character mastery like that.
Bassin takes aim, apprehend, and one more time for the limit strike.
Not quite in range. That was some sleight of hand trickery. I did not understand what was going on there.
Pass with the orb though. S2. One more time. Oh, tag launcher. Yeah, we definitely have enough. Makes sense. As much as the limit strike is enticing, you know, a dead character, maybe a little better.
Even up on characters. Choopy has access to fear if they want it. See if they want to spend it. Good routing by Soul Demon, not letting themselves to take the corner. Oh. Up-teching against Soul Demon is tricky. They love that reset. Oh, escaping. Still getting caught by the Time Winder there. That seems tricky mid-screen. I have to wonder if Choopy's trying to rely on screen lock to get that.
Sounds like from 2M, I love the idea. Ah, okay, yup, lands in just in time. Fury comes through. There's honestly and truly, the funniest thing in this game is Caitlyn taking aim and slowly looking at the ground. is like actually the funniest thing in this game, I think.
And when you get the big wall bounce or slow knockdown, when you have so much time to aim the rifle, and you see the little like millipede squirm on the tip of it. Strong position here for SoulDemon to take it.
The game didn't quite work out. Shoulder tackle actually gets the restand on the assist. She's like, okay, I think I'm gonna leave.
Good patience by SoulDemon, recognizing that assist was available. Oh, that's always so tricky. The clones go away if as soon as Ekko is like clearly just the assist. There's very tricky timings where the clone will stay alive if you tag in and out of it.
Uh-oh. Yep, had to. That was actually game deciding there as the 2M just barely connects and we find the throw again. Uh-oh.
SoulDemon just waiting out that. Oh, the throw crush walking forward with the forward S2. I think SoulDemon trying their best to wait out that Fury. Just ended up cornering themselves and made it so it was so difficult to remotely escape the Darius super assist.
This way. This way.
Do it again. It's always funniest the third time.
Hopes to find. Try to charge it up. Not going to work out. Push block and opponent the upper hand. Nice block.
Expecting the first, but not the second projectile. First comes out by Choopy. Darius is on low life in the orange. Shout out to Psixou with the braid of 36 gamers joining us tonight. Great run by Psixou. Would love to see ya.
Yeah, appreciate you as always, homie.
That comes a little tricky.
Yep, that got a little messy. After the 2-inch, you're like,
That's the burst. Did he low profile the fireball with down forward heavy? What the hell? How did Darius, of all characters, low profile a fireball? I'm at a loss for words, Proxy.
oh, Jesus, and the 2H fight of the mark here. We have the level 3. You don't need it for this character. Just gonna spend the 1, gets the side swap as well.
Great spacing. Would have caught the forward roll too. It is reasonably safe. But now basically a one-touch game. One-touch round, excuse me. That's gonna take the advantage here for Choopy to move on to the set point.
Stu has a parry. Take your damage where you can and reset things. Very smart.
Great awareness by both players. Just the passive tech there.
Rage and chills. Great stand block.
Just the throw. Ahri doesn't get anything off of it. Solo. Be careful. First points available. Just very brave forward S1. Tries to call out the air approach, just getting clipped low. SoulDemon, very great awareness and staying grounded. Choopy's had their eyes on the skies for quite some time.
Dude, and the threat of the clone makes us need to roll out of this corner. Reads it perfectly. It already has the time winder in place.
Oh, unfortunate minor drop there from SoulDemon. That's going to allow Chupi to get so much resources back. Oh my gosh. Holy active frames, Batman.
Charm back on it one more time.
We're going to move him all the way to the third round here.
Yeah, Caitlyn unfortunately roasted in the moment here. Resources about even though, as again, this is the final short set of the night. This is where it comes down to.
Oh, I saw the parry come out a little bit too early. That's those tag freeze frames. You gotta be patient about those. Two characters on screen. Reset inbound. Tries to bait the burst a little bit, but now Chupi is just gonna be down to Caitlyn. And I gotta say, Caitlyn is the one character in the game that you don't want to be left with on the comeback.
Yeah, she's definitely, I would say probably the weakest solo character.
Yeah, at the very, like, Teemo is not the best solo character, but at the very least, he's pretty good at pushing to the corner and very good at looping Oki situations. But Caitlyn, she's so slow and hard to set up on her own.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at least Blitz has like a grappler's puncher's chance. She, unfortunately, this is just kind of what happens.
I mean, sometimes you just get hit and get 50-50 to death. That's going to be a perfect to seal the set, and it's going to be SoulDemon moving on to fight Erin.
Obviously being that Vi versus that Ekko, extremely, extremely strong characters, both in their own right with very different applications. One of them a little bit more forward facing, a little bit more trying to take the reins. Ekko, a little bit more of a jack of all when you consider them against the Vi, right?
I think the main difference that I expect to see about Vi versus Ekko to their complements is leveraging Oki situations versus unloading damage. Back throw, just goes for the neutral tech out.
No, you don't.
Oh, goes for the burst, wants to keep Vi alive in this first game. SoulDemon goes over and connects against the Vi.
Oh my god, and layers on layers. Again, Erin's defense, she's been so impressive, but this time, unfortunately, can't show out.
Might have been able to kill with a tag launch there, I don't know. SoulDemon giving Erin a second lease on life here in round number 1.
So super assist to work with the rock from Vi, absolutely massive in the damage department here.
Down to the Ahri mirror.
SoulDemon will get a Fury at some point though. As actually, no they won't. Clean connection takes the finish first round in their favor.
We've seen a few times throughout the evening that Erin's met the push block after box dash in by just dashing in more. Very good reversal awareness by SoulDemon. Oh, gotta keep him honest. Oh, that's the classic. That's the classic. We've been seeing that ever since Blazy really flung onto the scene.
I was gonna say it's definitely been a terror to have to deal with here, as now, I mean, the terror continues. SoulDemon is already gonna try and make the best of the situation, but for now is gonna have to deal with the nonsense.
Counter hit, still able to get the pickup. Fireball maybe messing things up a little bit.
Yeah, I think that Foxfire ended up changing the route just enough to be able to actually force the drop.
Oh, that was tricky. That was tricky. Mission play, allowing Erin to return to neutral here.
Oh my god! And return to neutral we shall. The moment we get back to neutral, it's the level 3.
up on rounds and resources. Who gets the advantage? Starting out in this set, we'll have to see. Oh. Honestly, me too, SoulDemon. Really great coverage by that. Catches forward and back roll.
No, you don't.
Excuse me? Okay.
Oh, but okay. A couple times in a row, things, you know, a little squirrely. It's all good.
I don't think Erin believed in that.
Dude, and that mix right there, it just plays itself, man. It's so strong. Those first 2 layers, you can really run them in whatever timing you want. And then afterwards, that 3rd layer you finally get to find when they're out of the block stun of that S1. It's so cheap.
Y'all ever just get 50-50 to death? I know I have.
Every time I boot up.
Okay. Mirror match. Erin has the Fury, though. Stays same side. TampaNeverSleeps super assist does pull out of the corner.
Oh, the tech actually saves us such a headache there, and that nice little delay on the dash up, too.
SoulDemon's doing a lot of just air dash, not committing, just in case. These players definitely know how to play Ahri.
Appreciate the jab too. I like that they're both structuring their pressure on block extremely differently too, but there it is. It's gonna force the Fury.
SoulDemon definitely doesn't want to get hit here. The moment we get hit, we lose a lot of life without having access to any Fury burst.
What a block though. What a push block to follow up. Fury finally fully drained.
What patience. 15 seconds left though. Dude, there's too much neutral being played.
I don't think you're gonna get a chance to access your Fury here though. Gonna have to look for the rundown here. SoulDemon finds the throw, can't pop it here, has to find something.
Oh, yeah. I think the only way that SoulDemon could have won that is a clean hit into level 3. I don't think at all a throw would have been able to catch it unless it was just close enough to lower their health bars in just enough time.
And I know that it's hard to think outside the box, but chat coming through with their correct answer. I think on the throw, you absolutely should have popped Fury. I think that is objectively the correct call. You had to spend it at some point. No reason to sit on a resource that's going to let you chip them harder.
Get the OTG here? Yes, we do.
Oh my, I mean 1 million mix-ups. It just has to hold everything.
Not just doing that, but doing light into heavy with the tiny gaps there in the block string meant that the assist got regenerated, I do believe. Dude, look at SoulDemon's just all over the freaking screen. Holy cow. The way that SoulDemon just moves with Ekko is like without a regard for their opponent at all.
Yeah, it's just I'm skating around the rink, not too worried about where everyone else is going. All good here with the down S1. Good parry.
Trying to go for a reactionary rather than preemptive wake-up situation, which allowed Erin to block that crouching medium. Oh, caught out of the air. Out to dude.
Might be the way to equalize this. SoulDemon with a quick round in their favor. Goes for that very aggressive down forward spirit dash. Ends up forcing the break.
Put the stop sign up for Vi there. Both these characters kind of progenitors of the safe level 1.
Yeah, step back into the quick little rewind, leaves the clone again, but again, maybe, you know, a bit too plus in the situation. Wasn't ready for how much time we were going to have.
Okay. Dude, SoulDemon. Holy cow, dude.
A big shout out, by the way, to SQ for coming through with the raid as well. Hope you had a good stream. Appreciate you a ton as always. That Super Spirit Rush gonna leave us with just a pixel, and the parry gonna go way too early for Erin.
SQ coming in like, dude, Ahri Ekko, I'm so in. Be able to get a little strike here. Fury incoming. Oh, burst from SoulDemon. Keep them in the corner and prevent Fury from being built. There it goes. SoulDemon just really wants to mix ya. SoulDemon just really wants to mix ya, dude.
That's like you said, the way this Ekko plays, sometimes it just feels like they're doing their own thing. You are kind of left out to fend for yourself on the other side of it as the air throw comes through, and that's going to be a pickup. Nice start to the match here for SoulDemon.
One strike incoming. Burst the bound.
And really, I think that the big thing here has just been Vi has just been completely neutralized since the start of game 2. We have not gotten any of the nonsense charge S1. It just hasn't really come up. That's the first time it's really connected, and it doesn't really turn into anything.
Stuck in the corner. Goes for this double overhead. Oh, right over the options. Being able to... Another really great trick that active tag fighting game players kind of gloss over, being able to maneuver your team in such a way that you are playing the best matchup you can at all times. Yeah. And
the way he presented that was just fun. Scientists hate him. His team's always in the correct order.
It's something that people don't think about. Like, genuinely, if you can play the best matchup you can, if you can manage your health bars in combination with having the better character against your opponent's the better matchup available, like if you're playing Ahri while Vi is out at all times, like Vi is kind of just irrelevant. Not irrelevant, but Vi has a hard time.
I feel what you're saying. S2 down to the earth. Rips out with the fireball here and is able to extend for the limit strike. Quick little runaway is going to lead into the Ekko. Leaves the clone and gets parried.
Don't pop the bubble.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you know.
And the reaction to teleport through. The first time I ever did that with Ekko, my mind's eye unlocked. This is all SoulDemon now. That first game, something happened in SoulDemon's mind that just clicked. They figured it out.
Like a fireball just barely clipped the leg. Super Spirit Rush actually ends up with an OTG. Both characters caught in the mix. We have the level 3. This is massive.
Oh, that's dead here. Erin has a chance. Trying to stay alive. This isn't set point. This is a first to 3. Great teleport. I think Erin was thinking about the previous patch Ekko. OTG! That didn't hit!
Oh no, and things go from bad to worse. It's a massive miscue that leads to the game falling to the wayside here. SoulDemon on top again. 2-1. Things are a little dangerous, but there's still more to be played. Obviously, it is losers finals.
SoulDemon accidentally tapped out and clicked back in and it moved the cursor.
Respect. Dude, oh my god, the mouse snapping to the middle of the screen and just repeatedly appearing saved me. Rito saved me.
Gotta have the multiple monitors tech of just leaving your mouse on your other monitor.
Yes. Nice chase down. Spend that orb. Get back in control here. Erin not looking too shaken despite how that was a very rough way for a game to end in that last one.
All you need is that first hit. As soon as I feel like, as soon as you do your first B&B after a rough round, everything's back to normal.
Not for sure, agreed.
Fury spent though. Spending Fury with Ahri does mean that you probably are going to be able to build a good chunk of your meter back.
My God. The Street Fighter 6 mix in the corner here. SoulDemon switching games.
Stop moving, dude. Get back down here. Push block doesn't work out.
What a tech. S1 tries to catch him flinching. It's not going to work out. SoulDemon patient as can be, and it's so smart to be that way. No reason to risk it in a moment like that.
The classic do something minus into invincible reversal.
A tale as old as time, truly.
Air to air. That's the pickup. Easy confirmation too with the tag out. Ahri level 1 held level 1 is easily one of the best stabilizers that turns into just straight damage. Against SoulDemon, they're gonna go for that reset so often. Just the flip out reset into meet you in the air.
Oh my God, what a hard call out though. That was ridiculous. Like going into the 2H that early, that is a soul read. No reasonable Vi route does that.
SoulDemon's been very liberal with their early bursts though, especially in round 2 when it's like, I know there's still more game to go, but I don't mind it if I go just a little bit down in resources into the third game as long as I still have access to it. Oh. Great response though. Checking that Vi assist means that Ahri has to stay in. Tag super. Oh, not fast enough.
Doesn't quite make it in time. It's not quite far enough. It's now the pickup.
It's okay, Erin. I was thinking the exact same thing. The mash, but doesn't turn it into a combo. Stuck in the corner, able to stay in the air to prevent the mix-up. What's the chip out? You can't block a single thing, Erin. It's here. Doesn't have super. Ugh. The brave rollout and the mash! Erin thought they would stay still, but the 5L trade allows SoulDemon
be able to take the tournament. As you said, we are getting a first-time TNS champion no matter what tonight.
Yeah, but we got heavy front-loaded mix versus heavy front-loaded damage here.
Hey, don't discount the mix too. You can see Galladiated. First touch, 50% life, unbreakable up. This is where the mix pays in.
We saw the fuzzying. Getting hit low into lots of jumping afterwards. True block string too. No attempt available for parry.
Keep going, roll past. Super not going to find the mark, not in the slightest, as we are still at a pixel of life left and is able to avoid the Poro at least.
Dude, he holds the door to do. Awareness there. Wonderful air down heavy. This is enough to kill. Oh, I saw that parry.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I was going to say, ends up just standing around a bit too long. Off the wall and take the damage where you can. It's a shockwave in a dream.
Oh, I love this combo.
Oh my god, it doesn't quite build the meter, but it's not gonna matter. Dude, what a finish. That is such a sick combo.
What a tech too. The sway right out of range for that attempted throw. This Galladiated champion.
Uh-oh. Yep, okay. And see, that's something that SoulDemon did really good last set. SoulDemon did a great job of utilizing Ahri Fireball and utilizing Ahri movement to be able to negate a ton of the stuff that we wanted to do with these Vi-centric shells. And that is all cool and great and really nice. But also, when Braum is there, armored, closing the distance, those little things that they're trying to do aren't quite as effective. He can just car crash through it. Oh. Level 3, of course. Gladiator's been showing that all night tonight, bro. Come on, listen, if you've been watching him play, you knew that was coming. Come on.
The big Poro snowball. Gladiated mighty healthy at the end of that game. And despite not having access to that, like, Vi as an assist and a tag out is a projectile in her own way, Gladiated is still able to have so much control over the neutral that is so effectively pushing the opponent to the corner.
Good recognition of where we were on the screen to be able to get to the corner. Speaking of which, can't find the jab, not having to spend the meter.
We go for a weird, funky reset. Great timing too on that. Mixing things up just a little bit to keep Gladiated, hesitating on defense.
Okay, back to saving the day. Finesses through the time winder. Overhead connects, and that's gonna be a tag.
Dude, we've had this tournament going for nearly 4 hours. You think you're gonna be awake and aware enough to block that overhead?
Oh, it was such a good idea. Doesn't quite save it though.
The burst as well, allowing Braum to maintain a breakable, very heads-up plays. Trying to bait out a parry, gets hit with the attempted parry on that time.
Oh, and it's a game and a round. It's halfway to victory here.
Tried to dash under and maybe go for a crater maker, but Poro.
Off the Poro finds the jab. Oh no, dude.
Tips my hat. Milady.
My god, and it just gets worse. The 2M finds the mark. Break is available, but it's not going to be spent. It's a tag into Vi. So Vi is going to be the leading gamer when it comes to this next matchup. Just flex it. Just emoting while Braum does the dirty work.
Default dancing on my opponent.
Okay, at least you have Fury for the hit here, so you are able to damn near equalize.
Great Fury dash cancel. We are out of Fury though. Galladiated is going to be able to build one up before they go down. Ekko's not a very heavy damaging character. Oh.
Okay, still alive. It's scaled for command throw. It's still gonna do a lot, but you're in there.
Great decision making. A little bit of extra corner carry as well with that brood.
I got a bad feeling we're gonna get charge S2'd.
Excuse me?
I got a bad feeling. Oh!
You can pretty safely Fury Burst. Oh, that was the riskiest point to Fury Burst.
Dude, on the jump. Oh, but on the rewind, is able to get the normal out just in time, and the get-up attack goes wide. It's a risky choice that doesn't go their way. SoulDemon is back on the board.
The classic taunt to get bodied. Oh, sounded like a standing ovation with all these tags out here. Just out of range? The corner didn't connect. Even while you're getting hit, you can still charge the Crater or Vault Breaker. That's so funny.
Yeah, she's still on her stuff, dude. It's too good.
Huge momentum swing for SoulDemon.
Oh, the delay rewind. That was kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm telling you, SoulDemon moves differently than every other Ekko player. As long as there's a clone on screen, SoulDemon's just up to something.
It's truly scheming. I do appreciate when people just be doing whatever.
Y'all ever just have nefarious deeds done in your fighting games? Dirty deeds done dirt cheap?
We'll send us one. Braum a touch too tall. Crater Maker. And some mark at least for now.
Oh. You know what? Me too, Galladiated.
Yeah, I've been there. Tag. Opportunity for the overhead. Nice block. Is just going to commit to the shockwave straight after.
I mean, it's safe. Why not? Safe as long as they don't parry it.
And I think after that tag, unfortunately, I think the other Poro was still technically, I think the game thought they were on screen, so we couldn't throw another one. That's why we got an empty tag there, which left Vi in a little bit of a weird spot.
Oh, you get to tag out here.
That was command throw. Oh my god, that was command throw, dude!
Gonna be down to just the Vi. Guaranteeing it here. Doesn't want to rely on limit strike to kill.
And again, highlighting last set, this was the matchup that really was the biggest problem. SoulDemon was doing an incredible job of neutralizing the Vi again and again with that Ahri. It looks like it's gonna be more of the same.
Great timing on the retreating guard, allowing SoulDemon, excuse me, to get the open up here. And now taking advantage, it's 2-1.
Threatening the reset. Things a bit dire. When that shield, something we desperately need to see more. That's one of the most successful things for all the Braum players here, as the air-to-air unfortunately puts us a little too high with the Crater Breaker.
Yeah, not a counter hit too. Clever sway, but even better usage of the crouching medium as a stop sign. Unload the damage. The little pause there, the little wait, recognizing that there was the delay in air momentum from the air fireball. Very heads up play by Galladiated. Really paying attention to everything going on in the game. Mix up, what are we doing?
Yep, I mean, overhead has been the mix-up of choice time and time again here.
Anytime I sense a little bit of trickiness, a little bit of nefarious doings, I'm mashing parry.
And was a step too far backwards there to avoid the overhead. So sick on the spacing.
Oh, no! We're gonna go into Unbreakable off of this.
Say the strength of the double down here as the legs get exposed with a 2M, keeping the pressure up as we avoid the fireball, but can't avoid the push-up. It's too good.
A bit of extra corner carry. Switches to the other side. Oh. Emotional support, Braum. Put up the Crusader wall on that one.
Down to the wire. Reset point or tournament point, either way, the command throw is attempted and we are able to rewind for the punish.
I lost track of that clone. I didn't even realize there was a volatile clone on the screen. Able to seal the limit strike, gets those resources flowing. Oh. Just letting this Fury go to waste here. SoulDemon just unloading.
Ooh, and the 2H also just not getting you. It's just never, it never quite feels like the right option with Vi, even when it works. It's reset point for SoulDemon.
The 2x KO moment tries to anti-air in the corner, but it pushes you out of the corner. Not even a punish on that one. Galladiated having just about half of their break built.
Okay. Sequence is fantastic here as we bring it back down with the S2. Can that solo Braum make a difference here? So far, it's not looking like it. It's going to be a reset here as we roll past. Fury is going to have to be spent at some point. This is not going to kill, but the situation is a bit too dire, man.
Taking a pause, making sure that there's a guaranteed situation. Overhead plus assist. SoulDemon, if you finish this combo, that's a reset.
And by all intents and purposes, I was going to say, there's no shot we go for the drop. Nothing to show for it here. SoulDemon, 3-2. Reset is done. And now the final set can commence.
Shin Grand Finals here. Deadass Grands.
My God.
The Grands are just so deadass right now. Oh, I saw the arms come out from SoulDemon. Must have pressed it just too early.
Okay, breakable damage, charge up the S2, take it where you can. Ekko certainly dies for the trouble here. Sucks he had to spend the bar, but it's fine.
As long as we clean our plate, we don't want to leave any food on the table. Oh, I thought Ahri got caught by the ice for a second.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my mix. I like that.
The little hover on the RS2, dude. Oh my gosh.
It's got that that bandit bringer stall, you know what I'm saying? It's got that feeling.
Dude, you're so right on that. Going a little bit too sicko mode with that one.
Ooh, with the rewind there, I really appreciate that. Vi drops out of the combo, but guaranteeing the kill on Braum is absolutely the correct decision.
Oh, and having access to that clone really heads up and smart by SoulDemon.
Tag launcher.
SoulDemon's still going for the air dash version, just to flex for a little bit. You can't get the limit strike anymore.
Yeah, no, that is just because like that's my muscle memory. Like, I do it because I must.
Makes it technically easier to get the 6S1 to connect after.
Oh, shield wherever can. Poro saves the day. Can't find the jab off of it though.
Galladiated hasn't had a lot of access to utilizing Braum shield as much in these recent games. I think it's been so powerful early on, but I feel like SoulDemon's doing such a good job of layering and making it such that, oh, what a mix. Galladiated really has to utilize their assist in such a way that shield is just not as much of a factor.
Yeah, I fully agree. It truly is just that Gladiated is having to full be like, oh, okay, hold on. That should be the end of that game.
Did SoulDemon accidentally low parry?
I think that might have been the case. That's a little unfortunate as the title card drops, but it's just Gladiated is on full-on chase mode. Like, SoulDemon has not really been the one to initiate unless it is like counter punching on an overextension. It feels like a lot of the times, because like even here, these little dash forwards, posturing for position, it's not anything that's overly committal, right?
And there's the shield right up when I'm talking about it.
There, the second we have a moment to get a little more aggressive without feeling like we're going to be taking a risk, situation goes their way.
Saving the burst, I guess. Oh, Gladiated still getting caught, always teching up in that one. I mean, why not mash? You have DHC into something safe. Revive here.
Strike, count as one. Legs get exposed. Gladiator tries to wake up with something. Whatever it is, it does not work out. There was no meter, so there was no big chance for anything past just like maybe trying to mash a jab.
I'm thinking wake up parry.
Yeah.
Because you have to mid parry projectiles, but you have to low parry low strikes. Oh, okay.
Oh god, after the charge up ends up finding everything together here. Charge S1 as we close some distance. Braum is taking a long time to get there though.
SoulDemon is just all gas, no brakes tonight.
Damn, the one hit of the dude, a one hit Helmbreaker and just lets the super rip. So sick.
Corner carry, is this enough? Yes, it is. Just down to the Braum. Oh, walks into the stand medium.
I really
don't think this is Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think this is just kind of exposing really what the big issue with the team composition for Galladiated is, because I feel like SoulDemon is just like completely unrestricted in the type of approach they want to take. It's kind of like what we've been alluding to again and again, whether it's the shield not getting used or how crazy SoulDemon has been with the movement. I just feel like Galladiated has nothing to be able to stop this. Earlier when they played, it was a lot of Crater Maker, but SoulDemon now is utilizing this movement without swinging often enough for that to be a factor, it feels like. As I say that, he gets duffed instantly and destroyed, but...
It's more than just, like, not using these options. It's not getting a chance to use these options safely.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh. Once you land, you're out of block stun immediately. Strike.
Okay. Little parry saving the day big time is absolutely what we needed, as we're going to go for the orb one more time.
This is definitely not enough to kill here, but we put them on last legs. Just going for the meaty low, no parry to go. Oh. Let it rip, dude. Has a ripcord on his time winders like Beyblades. Now, the ripcord is actually on the zero drive or whatever is on his back, right? That's what it's called? I don't know. Whoa. Anti-air. Z drive, not zero drive. Okay.
Full pass delayed. The first time it feels like Galladiated has just full sent a jump out of a situation. The 2H just completely destroys it.
Oh. The 3-pointer with the Poro.
Nothing personal, kid. Rolls past, just watches the level 3 go the wrong direction. Oh no, dude.
If he had done it a little bit quicker, it might have actually connected. Roll is no longer invulnerable to strikes. That was one of the key usages to get around get up attack. Could attack, or no, couldn't attack, excuse me. They're on the last character. Oh, you're dead. You gotta be, right?
Should be up, double up with the weaves. Here it is with level 3. Quick little show of force should be enough.
SoulDemon, no burst going into round 3. Galladiated rallying.
I was gonna say a decisive must-win game, I feel like, for both here. Obviously, you're not out of it yet. If it doesn't work out, but you do not want to be in a position where you need 2 in a row, that feels like a death sentence after this long of a set.
It does neutral S1 instead of forward. Corner, break available, spends it. Very
so
clever.
Smart. Yeah, that was so smart. Guaranteed, get yourself your unbreakable, as well as use that shockwave for a little bit of damage.
Oh no. We lose the Vine, we lose Unbreakable. This is gonna be tough. As soon as Galladiated gets a knockdown, it's gonna put them into a scary position. This ought to be enough though. Should be. 2 assists available, or 2 supers, excuse me. 2-1 now.
And just like that, again, I feel like this might be a hole that's too deep to climb out of. 2 games in a row, and what has been a massively back and forth set might be the difference maker here. Oh my god, and that is the worst way for it to start.
No, you don't.
Matches out first to put them in the corner. Great usage of the assist. Oh, but because we were hitting Ekko, not Ahri, that doesn't give us Unbreakable. Now it's Gladiated's turn to burst them in the corner.
Still finds the throw afterwards. Crater Maker and makes it even more Crater. Still not enough. And didn't have the meter with Braum to actually go for the double down, unfortunately.
Oh, smack! Lemon Strike gets some of that meter back. I have no idea what Soul Demon was going for, but man, if I really want to know. Oh no!
Oh my god, at least you have a chance. A Pixel just barely lived that. You're so lucky.
Oh, you're dead. What an anti-air! Gladiator's been so good at scouting those anti-air crater makers.
And it's the return, honestly and truly, in the reset, maybe the first effective use of the back shield we've seen from Braum.
Yeah, we've seen it a few times, but just not used to such effectiveness.
Yeah. Like, it just hasn't been a factor yet. That's the first time we really get to see it get mileage here. Is now quick little side swap back in. Braum gonna deal the damage while he can.
Ooh. This is the Gladiator we know and love.
She's
using that down back as a bit of a visual there, I think. You do burst.
I like that. The threat of the clone was enough to make us make a rash decision. Here we go. Throw loops continue.
Just sending Vi out there. Worm on a hook.
Dude, but what could be deadlier than Time Winder into the dash cancel? This is bad. This is really bad.
Oh. 90 miles an hour right down the center.
I was gonna say it's swing and a miss, but we're not out of the pit. We're not out of the... Oh no, we're not out of it yet. Here's the super. And there it is. A round apiece. It's tournament point for Soul Demon.
Gladiated up on break. But we've been here before. This is basically the same position we were in the previous round. Oh my gosh, what a hit. Soul Demon just getting duffed.
If there's ever a way to equalize, this is how you've got to do it. There's the super, certainly enough to kill. You had the double down behind it, but it's not even necessary. Armor in the corner against the Ahri, has to make a move and tries to jump out. You die. I think you die up this.
It is a throw though. Super, early super. Don't give them the chance.
Yep, absolutely the correct decision. As you said, go into the bionic arm, call the shockwave straight afterwards, keeping it in a situation where the break is not relevant. It is back and forth. It is set point across the board.
I think in general, like, Ahri does pretty well against Braum, but as soon as we go blue mode, I say that's Braum favored.
I definitely it feels hard to move any matchup in out of Braum's favor when he's blue, except for maybe Yasuo, because every move is multi-hit.
Played by both players. The stagger into the command throw. Doesn't go for the shockwave.
Oh my god! Dude. Okay, that was a lot of stuff to talk about there. In the end, we'll just say nice job to Galladiated, as we should be able to get the kill.
Dude, Galladiated mashing on these down S2s like he's a Warwick player, I swear. Equalization, perhaps. Not enough to kill, I don't think. Would have been close. Hard to tell. Oh, right over the crouching medium. We're trying to trade burst for round. The dash up crouch low.
Okay, and a quick use to the orb there. Despite being able to bring it down to the 1v1, SoulDemon keeps the ball rolling. It is set point, tournament point, down to the wire again.
When it comes down to clutch time, SoulDemon is just so good at changing up their rhythm in such a way that it's hard to keep up with.
Galladiated's trying to be preemptive right now in what feels like maybe a little bit too aggressive of a way. You saw that back S2 from very far away. This time it does pan out for us a little bit.
Teleported right into it. Fuzzied out though. Able to escape and get the hit too. Finally down Tex. Oh, I was scared of the parry by SoulDemon. Short forward throws, very good at containing neutral. Breakable application incoming. Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the combo.
Seems like that is gonna be the choice here. Bionic arm and the freeze doesn't even need it, but it's nice to see it.
Dash up stand light. I have to think that SoulDemon is going to let this go just to go to the final round while maintaining access to burst. Drop. Oh, chips out.
Yeah, the big fireball handling business the way that it should. Resources just about even down to the end.
The finalist of final rounds, game 10. Guaranteed burst point, goes for it. Oh.
Yep. Had to.
Oh, because it hits on the other side.
Oh no, solo Vi. Situation absolutely dire here. Gets connected on. This is so bad. It's a single touch away.
Oh gosh. Goes for the throw. Can't get anything off of it solo. The break comes through. The OTG to seal it. And from the loser's side, off the reset, SoulDemon takes their first TNS2X KO.